The masked maidens. To mask is to reveal. Person of interest. Evangeline Holmes. To mask is to reveal. I've come to realize that, to reveal what is hidden, one must first hide themselves, take themselves outside of the narrative and become the reader rather than the main character, to become someone new. One mask underneath another, and then another, far beyond what any normal mask could do. The changes in my personality, my speech, my actions have all melded together in a way that I'm not sure I know who I am anymore. And well, the truth is, it's true, I can't seem to fathom who I am nowadays. As time stretched onwards, I found myself becoming more and more reclusive, even hiding from my closest. It is not distrust, nor is it malicious intent. Rather, it is something I must do for the greater good. Although for some time, it felt strange to know exactly how to lead others, to recognize their desires, and to be able to read someone's personality so well, yet not knowing anything about yourself in the meantime. What I want, oftentimes, it has left me lost, feeling as if I am unworthy of leading the maidens. But now, to be entirely honest, it doesn't matter to me anymore. All I care for is my people, my father, my sister, and all the others who make me feel whole. I refuse to let them be hurt by anyone who dares lay a hand on them, no matter what I may have to do. For as long as it is needed, no one is to know my true identity, even the maidens, my closest companions. I know that I am doing this for their own safety, a sort of necessary evil. I'll change myself over and over, until even my own blood has changed its color, just so I can pull out the weeds. Mask over mask, shadows beneath shadows. From there, the light will shine. From there, truth will grow from the depths and free us all. At even the expense of my own life, the others will live how they desire, free from those with corruption in their veins. We will stop them. I will stop them. Because to mask is to reveal. The Backrooms. You've been here before. Person of interest. Evangeline Holmes. Greetings. You may be wondering why this greets you, rather than the level page you were told to proofread and edit. In truth, it was a lie. There was never really a draft to read over. Think of it as a cover-up. A cover-up for an opportunity, an invitation to rise above your co-workers in the ranks of the organization we hold near and dear to our heart. Attached below is the description file of an unhinged, escaped experimentee, Evangeline Holmes, who violently murdered her sister by burning down the station they inhabited, possibly caused by the death of her own father, and freed other dangerous experimentees. She is a threat to the organized society we have formed, and therefore must be stopped as soon as possible. This is where you come in. We are assembling a bracket of those who we presume are our most loyal and skilled members, with the primary goal of subduing Evangeline Holmes and halting all activities pertaining to the masked maidens. The name may not be familiar to you, or perhaps it has been uttered to you only in the midst of myths and legends, rightfully so at that. But I can assure you that the threat that they pose is very, very real. One may only dream to imagine what a group born of people like Evangeline is capable of. You have been nominated to stop this conglomerate of nightmares alongside our fellow wanderers who serve our cause. Now, I understand the dangers that come with her capture, and understand if you choose to decline our offer. If you do end up refusing to partake in this matter, then you will not be prosecuted or reprimanded. All that is asked of you is to keep your silence on the matter, no matter what that may entail. In exchange for doing so, you will be given 2 weeks' worth of rations and a gallon of almond water. However, if you decide to join the hunt for Holmes, you will be favored by the overseers. Additionally, if you successfully bring Holmes to Base Alpha, you will be showered with rewards. An additional 6 weeks of rations, 4 liters of almond water, and promotional opportunities will be given to you in return for your service. Your future working under our insignia will be greater than anything you have ever witnessed up until now. As previously stated, it is completely acceptable to deny this opportunity if you wish to accept the offer. Simply reply to this message, preferably without asking any questions. Those with such will be answered in subsequent meetings. If you decline, no mention of this message is to ever escape your lips, regardless of who you're speaking to. Failure to comply with this will result in dire consequences. For the time being, I will leave you with the file mentioned previously regarding Evangeline, which contains valuable information that will help you, should you choose to join this mission. Until then, choose your stance on this request, and we will go from there. The rest of you are to return to your duties as normal. We hope to see you take part in this mission. Best, Tristan
Hey girl, you're on
Petriotic,
speaker, behave.
Division Leader of
Or
Team
what?
Trial
You'll
Testers.
spank me?
Open file. Opening. Wanted alive. Full name. Evangeline Chloe Holmes. Aliases. Madam Evangeline. Evie. Eve. Charges. 2 counts of first-degree murder, arson, assisting escape, theft. Last known location. Level 4. Known affiliations. Masked Maidens. Description. Evangeline Holmes is a 24-year-old woman of Filipino descent. She was previously a member of the Meg, having first joined 5 years ago alongside her late adoptive father, Lorenzo Holmes, and late twin sister, Rosaline Holmes. She was the former junior archivist of her father's now-departed team, Team Veracity Searchers. Holmes was last seen in her travel clothes, which consisted of slightly ragged beige pants, a black turtleneck, a red windbreaker, black gloves, and black boots. She was also seen with a large red mask, the top of which was sprawling with golden feathers. She has brown eyes, shoulder-length hair, and warm ivory skin. Her left hand is prosthetic, a limb lost prior to experimentation. On October 26, 2020, her father would lead the Object 24 experiment, an experiment conducted with the goal of controlling the effects of the wall masks, which she herself would be a part of. 3 months later, due to neglect and delirium, she would escape. After the events of March 15th, Holmes escaped the facility along with a group of other escapees after killing her sister, eventually creating and leading the group known as the Masked Maidens. The Masked Maidens are ruthless, going as far as to infiltrate our facilities and kidnap our most capable agents under the guise of removing the corrupted. Though the Maidens are often seen exploring the first 10 levels, their abilities to escape have made it difficult to track them down. If seen, it is imperative that she is captured immediately and brought to Base Alpha. From there, we will be able to take great leaps in bringing down the Masked Maidens. However, one must take caution in pursuing her, as she is capable of harming others, an effect of the mask itself. An aspiring archivist who snapped, in the blink of a second. How peculiar. The Masked Maidens, to mask is to reveal. Person of interest, Evangeline Holmes. Subsector Leader Profile, Madam Evangeline Holmes. Name, Evangeline Holmes. Preferred name, Madam Evangeline, Madam Eve. Pronouns, she, they. Sector/subsector, all sectors, mainly Colombina. Station, Flegomenos Egli Theatro, or Level Delta. Description: Evangeline Chloe Holmes, referred to as Madam Evangeline or Madam Eve, is a 24-year-old woman of Filipino descent. She is easily recognized by her ivory skin, hazel eyes, and medium-length brown hair. Madam Evangeline most commonly wears long, dark dresses and small heels, only ever changing into travel clothes when absolutely necessary. Most of the time, she can be seen with her hair pulled up into several different forms of buns. She bears a burgundy-colored Colombina mask with small golden feathers at the nose bridge. She is the leader of the Masked Maidens and has full supervision over the Colombina subsector. Madam Evangeline is also the most powerful of all maidens, having the ability to conduct two-way telepathy, Themia Colombina, and Buio Volto. Footnote: although it is possible that she has more abilities that have just not yet been revealed. More regarding her position can be found in the official article about the Masked Maidens as a group. Behaviors: The madam is often described as a very patient individual, though she is often busy with the delegation of the maidens, as well as their meetings and missions. She never fails to visit most, if not all, stations to aid them in the upkeep of their bases, as well as to give advice to those that may need it. She is a stern but empathetic leader, seldom seen completely alone lest she is in her chambers. The madam is also notable amongst the other maidens due to her telepathic messages that she sends them, oftentimes with the goal of either reminding them of their duties or encouraging them as they do their assigned tasks. Background: Madame Evangeline is a human born within the front rooms who, with her late father, Lorenzo Holmes, and late twin sister, Rosaline Holmes, no-clipped into the backroom 6 years prior to present day due to an unfortunate car accident. She was originally a part of the Meg, having been part of the organization, and the since-departed division team Veracity Searchers as their junior archivist for a total of 3 years before her sister and other to-be maidens were subject to the experiment of Object 24, codenamed Project Unmasked. Tristan Petrovic, co-leader of that experiment, and the now fame-gaining division team trial testers led horrible torture experiments that led many experimentees, including her sister, into utter delirium or death. After she found out, Madame Eve secretly worked with the other subjects to help them escape. This ultimately led to most, if not all, of the experimentees' safety, which led to the creation of the masked maidens soon after. Still so much they ought to learn.